Mic check, mic check. What's kicking, family? I'm glad you've clicked in so I can check in with you. Mr. Batch here on Check This. Now, check this. Michael Vick has returned to the NFL. He signed a one-year contract with the Philadelphia Eagles to be the backup quarterback behind Donovan McNabb. Now, Mr. Vick has had a press conference today expressing his utmost remorse in that press conference. If you guys have seen it or haven't seen it, and I know you will see it, you'll see that he talks about he had to explain to his kids what happened. He also talked about jail made him think about his transgressions. He's ready to come back and contribute to society and also be a good ambassador for NFL. He said all those things. A lot of people believe him. A lot of people don't believe him. There are a lot of people out there that are vehemently against him holding another job. Tony Dungy has been speaking with Michael Vick over several months, and as you had already seen, there was an early report saying that he would be with the team by the end of the week, and he was pretty right about that. Also, when Goodell had reinstated Vick, and that had given him enough time to sign with the team so that he can be ready to play football, which all of this has happened to this point. All right, Andy Reid has, I had seen the report on Sports Center that he is going to be getting, or at least Sal Paolantonio, I think, was talking to Andy Reid, and he had made the comment to his Sports Center people that he believes that Andy Reid is going to be grooming him to make sure he can play quarterback, not the multi-myriad of positions, which we'll talk about a little bit later in this set. So, what we've got. See, the thing is, that's getting me also about that. This is more than just football. There are a lot of people out there who are vehemently against him playing ball again. One such organization is PETA. PETA had released a statement, and to me, I've interpreted almost to a point where it's like they don't want the man to have another job again. I've been listening to the Sports Talk Radio, and there are people who come on there who are vehemently against him playing football again and totally against it. Now, everybody's entitled to their opinions. I'm also of the belief that you are afforded a second chance in life and in this country, and you should be afforded so. Michael Vick had also said that it's a privilege to play in the NFL and not his right. See, he gets a lot of these things. And also, when I say he gets it, is because he understands what he did and the transgression, and he's trying to do what's right. A lot of people who call up don't get it. You know why I say that? There's a report. It was a news report in the Sunday paper, August 9th, 2009. And I got this out of the Daily News, and this is how it read here. Vick begins talks about dogfighting. Michael Vick returned to Decatur, Georgia, the area that once celebrated his brilliant play on the football field, this time for the first time of what he hopes will be dozens of appearances around the country to urge low-income youths to avoid the tragic trail left by dogfighting. In an agreement between Vick's handlers and the Humane Society of the United States, only 55 people and one media crew were allowed to hear Vick speak on August 8th. Now, with that being said, that was reported in the newspaper. It was a small little blurb, but it was reported that he is trying to do something back in the community. And then with me saying that is that those people who claim to be sports aficionados, how come they didn't see that? But instead they would rather jump on the radio and start screaming bloody murder. Oh, look, he's trying to do what's right. He's trying to do what's right. Now the football side. First, he's going to be the backup quarterback. The next thing about that is everybody's talking Wildcat offense. Everybody knows that you have down and distance packages for what you're going to do on the football field. That's where Vick fits in. Now, if once they get a good assessment of his skills, his conditioning, and everything like that, he can be deployed at probably like an H-back, running back, slot receiver. Also run that Wildcat offense. It won't be like a running back trying to throw or a converted converted from another position to throw that ball. Now, a lot of guys have come into the league. I think they have Pat White has been drafted, and they said that he's going to get a lot of run for the money because he can throw the ball. Now, we're just talking about Vick here and the Eagles. Now, he's going to be behind Donovan McNabb. Donovan McNabb is a good quarterback in his own right. They played against each other the last time Vick played in the NFC Championship game. Is it the NFC Championship game? If I'm wrong, you guys will correct me, all right? But they did play in January before, Vick did his dastardly deed. But we're talking football here. Now, over the years, you've had several ball players have that multifaceted role, Stewart, all right? And for me, I go back to Crash Jensen, yes, a Miami Dolphin back in the day. I think he was down with Woodley, or Woodley was the quarterback at the time. This is just hitting me right off the top of my head. I think he might have been just before the Dan Marino era. But Jensen had tight end, fullback, halfback, quarterback, and even did some kicking duties, punting and kicking and field goal. So that's an athlete for you. Vick can fit into those slots in this modern era now. In the Wildcat package offense, he could come in and take the snap. Did you see how he used to run when he had the ball? He was electrifying, the most dynamic player on the field at the time when he was at the height of his career only 2 years ago. Let's see if he can regain it. Let's see if he can, catch that fire once again. I think he's going to be very hungry. He's only 29 years old. He should be in prime physical condition. I believe he's really, really hungry. Now, that's going to be a dangerous thing. Now, as far as the NFC East is concerned, now that's going to be a really muddled mess now that Michael Vick is going to be in this NFC East. Now, at the time, if McNabb goes down, Vick has had enough time to be prepared. Man, that's going to be nightmares. So Vick, as a football player, is going to bring a few dynamic things to the game, especially to the Eagles, which I always, against the Giants and whatnot. The Eagles is a very tough matchup. They're rough and rugged, and what can I say? Hey, Giants have been playing the Eagles for so long, man. It's like, I can't even explain it, the rivalry between those two. But moving right along, Vick is going to bring a different dimension and an added dimension to the Eagles. It's going to be difficult to match up once he gets his feet under him and learns and gets acclimated back into the system of playing football. And on that note, let's see how it turns out, because Michael Vick gets a chance to play in the last two preseason games for the Eagles, and the reports have it so far that he should be able to return full-time after all the suspensions and everything have been lifted after week 6.
Kicking it fresh, I'm tight, deaf, mic.